Alright, third video. Okay, Newton is a unit of, again, force, kg is a unit of, kilogram is a unit of mass. Force does not change. What it does not change? So force can change the length of the object, it can change the shape, and it also changes the place of the object, or it sets the body in motion. What it doesn't do is it changes its mass. So mass does not changes. Force does not changes mass. It is difficult to walk on wet road because of lack of friction, because there is no friction. Minimum force required to roll a body. So anything to roll a body on a surface, it is called as a rolling friction. Static friction is more than, so again the same thing, static friction is more than rolling friction. Sliding friction, I'm so sorry, sliding friction is more than rolling friction. Static friction, it is more than both sliding friction and rolling friction. Body of an aeroplane is streamlined to reduce friction, so it can sail smoothly, it can fly smoothly. Friction produces heat. Okay, we can increase friction by increasing the weight. The image below, to which class of lever? So which class of lever? So here this is your load, this is your effort, and this is your fulcrum. So fulcrum is coming in between load and effort, hence it's a class 1 lever. Okay, this is a nutcracker. So nutcracker is a class 2 lever, okay, because the load is in between the fulcrum and the effort. Okay, which class? A pair of scissor is class 1 lever. Okay, fulcrum is in between load and the effort. Pair of pliers, again class 1 lever. Nutcracker, class 2 lever. Beam balance, class 1 lever. Okay, over here a paper cutter, here is your effort, this paper is getting cut over here, so this is the load and this is the fulcrum. So load is in between effort and the fulcrum, so it's a class 2 lever. Class of lever, so fulcrum is over here in between, so scissor, it's a class 1 lever. Forceps, effort is in between, so it's a class 3 lever. Amount of surface occupied by an object is an area. Two forces acting in the same direction will add up. Okay. A medium which allows light to pass through it, that's a transparent medium. So through a transparent medium, light can pass easily. Moon is a dash body, it's a non-luminous body. Okay, it shines because of sunlight. Light travels in a straight line. Okay, the darkest portion of a shadow is called as umbra. The less dark portion of a shadow is called as penumbra. Penumbra. Lunar eclipse occurs when Earth comes in between Moon and the Sun. So Earth comes in between Moon and the Sun. Okay, match the column. Wood block, it's an opaque object. Sun is a luminous body. Umbra is a completely dark shadow. An eclipse is because of rectilinear propagation of light, or rectilinear motion, or straight line motion of light. Okay, a boy does work while pushing a ball, so that's false. Boy, because in order to work to be done, force needs to apply and displacement needs to take place. Okay, so it's force into displacement. Now a boy cannot push the wall will not move. Since there is no displacement, work would be 0, hence it is false. A machine performs work by itself. No machine can perform work by itself, so it is false. All levers are force multipliers. No, the levers are speed multiplier as well, or change in direction. So false, no, it's false. A pulley changes the direction of force. Yes, it is true. Pulley, it is used to change the direction of force. Class 1 lever. Class 1 lever, it has mechanical advantage equal to 1. For example, seesaw, mechanical advantage greater than 1 as well as mechanical advantage less than 1. So it is all of the above. So class 1 lever, it's all of the above. Class 2 lever, mechanical advantage is always greater than 1 because effort arm is more than load arm. Mechanical advantage is effort arm upon load arm. So effort arm. So for example, wheelbarrow. Okay, so something like this, a box. Okay, so here this is your effort arm and this is the fulcrum. So this length would always be greater than this is your load to fulcrum. So load arm is always smaller. So load arm will always be less. Suppose this is 1 and this is 2. So it will always be greater than. So mechanical advantage will always be greater than 1. So in class 2 lever, mechanical advantage is always greater than 1. In class 3 lever, for example, forceps or say sugar tongue. Okay, so this is your load. Okay, this is your effort and this is your fulcrum. Okay, so this is your load arm and this is your effort arm. Now effort arm is always shorter. Now we know that mechanical advantages effort arm upon load arm. So suppose effort arm is smaller, it will be 1. This is load arm, this is 2, so 0.5. So it is always less than 1. So in class 3 lever, mechanical advantage is always less than 1. Okay, the useful work done by an actual machine is always less than. Okay, it is all machine always does work less than how much energy we provided to it, because some of the energy get lost in friction. Okay, a pulley is used to change the direction. Okay, not speed multiplier, force multiplier. Okay, lever is a rod which turns about a fixed point. So it is a nothing but a rod that moves around a fixed point, that is called as fulcrum. Okay, friction always opposes motion. Okay, a length of a farm. Okay, measuring tape. Image below. Uh, okay, we'll continue. The image below to which class of lever? So this is beam balance, so it belongs to class 1 lever. Okay, class 1 lever. Name the class to which the following: wheelbarrow, class 2 lever. Okay, lemon squeezer, class 2 lever. Lunar eclipse occurs when Earth and Moon. Okay, Earth comes in between Moon. Okay, again this word is opaque. Sun, luminous body. Umbra, completely dark. And eclipse is rectilinear motion. Okay, name the class. Pair of sugar tongs is class 3 lever. Seesaw, class 1 lever. Crowbar, class 1 lever. Okay, this is a tweezer. This will be a class 3 lever. And last we'll do beam balance. Beam balance is again class 1 lever. Alright, we'll stop over here. Thank you.